What a great game to go and win, particularly for the home team, I feel. I think for Paris, and they're chasing this competition.
Here in the round of 16, 4-0. Only to make the very improbable possible with a 6-1 turnaround in the second leg. Sergi Roberto scored that sixth goal, and he's in the lineup again for Barcelona tonight. They played the Star Wars music in the build-up. And the Paris fans just away. Kylian Mbappe has just reached 300, 251 goals, 4 of them Manchester United against Liverpool. And he might well be aware that, and İlkay Gündoğan in midfield was the last player to hold up the European Cup, the Champions League trophy, as captain of the 2023 winners, Manchester. Clermont, they needed a late equaliser to get a point, but they are pulling away. And now Dembélé. Paris do get a free kick. Marquinhos is making a run across the line. He's good in the air. It doesn't quite come to him. And it goes out for a corner.
Yeah, Fabien Ruiz it was who...
Mendes for Mbappe, who just caught the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah. A lot of traffic around in there, wasn't it? The first touch was in and around Dembélé and Mbappe, but he will drop off the front. Wow.
Well, there's a break on here, and the goalkeeper did enough. Donnarumma at some risk against Raphinha. Oh. And that could have had all sorts of implications.
Donnarumma this.
Not the most convincing, but it did the job. And here's Dembélé, who has seen plenty of the ball. Lee, the shot. Flag has stayed down. Dembélé goes on. Mbappe's in the middle. The assistant signals for a corner and not for offside.
No. It's gentle pressure, that is. Just get there, force him backwards. That's why Nuno Mendes just getting caught there.
Rivalry with Barcelona. He's going to have a crack here, and it's a decent one. It's 2 straight.
Hits it nice, doesn't he?
Cover arriving. Wide to Dembélé. Looks, you can see exactly what he was trying to do. Kylian Mbappe was spring. It doesn't quite to him. Lots of speculation where Zinedine Zidane is going to take a managerial post, and if Deschamps was to show any interest about stepping down, that might be a neat fit. Goals and Manchester City 3, but it's just a drawn game on both counts. Here is Nuno Mendes.
Great run, wasn't it?
Almost looking like Mbappe.
Yeah.
Can't pay him a compliment, really.
Swashbuckling run from Nuno Mendes. Challenge too there.
What is in the team. Lewandowski, 3rd highest scorer of all time in the Champions League, behind the great terror of Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo and Messi really in the shot by Raphinha, who has got that in him. Some wingers don't look for goal scoring. He does.
Yeah, look at Lewandowski running far post. Just waiting in that area. Should Raphinha have been able to cut that one back, he couldn't.
The opposition, Donnarumma. But he's not got there, and it's scraped off the line by Nuno Mendes. And then the shot into the side netting, and Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, but only just.
I'm not sure it was who actually made that little header, but Donnarumma, through all the traffic, wasn't getting there, was he?
It's going into Donnarumma territory again, and it's Nuno Mendes to the rescue again. Spain's youngest ever scorer. Here's Raphinha looking to score here in the Champions League quarter-final first leg with that dangerous left foot of his.
Good strike. I think it went through the legs of Lucas Hernandez. No, just goes to the side of him.
Yeah. And goalkeeper comes, and he does get there this time.
Great punch. Fabulous.
João Cancelo has a hit. It does mean that only one of last night's Here's Lee, hit hard. Ooh, now.
Linesman's flag's gone up. Is that for offside? I think it is. Let's have a look. I think from that strike from Lee, whether Mbappe was standing in off.
Raphinha. Lewandowski looking for Raphinha again. A bit of confusion between the two at the back. Lucas Hernandez and Marquinhos.
Yeah, just no real definite name on that, was there? Marquinhos really is the one that needs to...
Here comes the counter-attack, led by Marco Asensio. And the card is out. Here's Lewandowski. Get it back from Yasin Lamal, and it comes to Raphinha,
yes,
who makes the most of this chance with his right foot. And Barcelona have the lead. They have had the better chances. He's been at the thick of it, and probably a deserved scorer of the opening goal of this quarter-final.
Yep. They've looked a little more menacing, haven't they, when they've got towards the Paris goal. It's a lovely initial burst from Lewandowski, and he feeds it out to Yamal. This little run here, look, picks it up tight, wriggles out of that, keeps going. It's again a poor ball.
Marquinhos, and they're in trouble again with Cancelo, who could have played it across the face of goal.
Got to release those forwards quickly. You've got to make the most of those.
He looks well offside. Kylian Mbappe. And the flag does go up. I mean, that's the sort of decision that should be given straight away. Otherwise, you end up with a challenge. There's a race on here, which Raphinha's going to win. Is he going to go for goal himself? The supporting cast are a bit slow arriving, and it ends with disappointment. And that's inexperience. Where was Lewandowski?
Yeah, he was.
The one by Lewandowski, but it's the last touch of the half, and Barcelona finishing it strongly. As Andy was saying, Paris did try and write the early script, but that was repelled, including Mbappe.
Marco Asensio will be disappointed that he's been taken off at half-time. So we'll see whether Bradley Barcola's introduction can just add that little bit of that injection of stardust that they're looking for.
Well, that's the reason that Xavi's just had a word with Raphinha. The two are going to be on the same side of the... Still going. He wants to have a shot, and Mbappe turns his back, but not too impressed.
I actually think he should give it back to Mbappe there. He should have marked him Makaleli, didn't he?
Absolutely. Mbappe does get there. Araujo not very far away. Dembele. Oh, he's rifled it in. Just what Luis Enrique wanted. A strong start to the second half. And I was about to say Barcelona have kept 5 clean sheets in the last 6 games. A problem for Paris to score. Well, they put that statistic in the bin, and they've got themselves level at 1-1.
Yeah, and that is Champions League football at this level, at this stage, in a nutshell. Because out of nothing, Ousmane Dembele does find that end product that I was talking about in the first half. And
it's Fabian Ruiz. It's a lovely ball for Raphinha. What a turnaround here in Paris. Beautifully worked again. And Barcelona are still in the dressing room. Within 5 minutes, a 1-0 lead has become a 2-1 deficit. The consternation of Lewandowski and his mates.
Just up the tempo, haven't they? Just on the back of that first goal, that Dembele strike.
There's a centre-half. Towards Lewandowski, couldn't head it in the right way. Got ahead of the ball as he got his head to the ball.
I think it's almost thrown.
Lee. And Paris Saint-Germain are on the move again with Barcola. It's a real stinger. he wants to get in on the act. He's certainly been a factor in the improvement of the second half, in that he's actually in the game.
Yeah, positive.
Now on the ball, time for him to make his mark. Keeping the pressure on Barcelona.
Yeah. Good play that from Araujo. You've got to watch the ball when about
from Porto. Get that. Cancelo. It's a risky one, particularly in the circle.
Lewandowski.
And now it's Raphinha.
What a goal.
What to take. What a finish. Well, suddenly he puts his name into the argument again in favour of Barcelona. He made it 1-0, now he's made it 2-2, and that was a brilliant take.
Oh,
as the ball dropped on the volley.
Outstanding goal. Because when you got to wait for that, and you got to... Raphinha there. I think it's quite right, the referee, to give him a yellow card.
Two Barca players on the end of the wall, and he gets the shot, but he keeps it out, and Raphinha has to wait for the hat-trick. Nudges it off with that left foot to João Felix, who works the goalkeeper from a distance, but not with any great power.
Yeah. And again, goalkeeper sees this one and has time to measure that.
Trying to get it back, but he doesn't. And here's Dembele! Off the post and away.
Wow. Very unlucky. Brilliant ball this from Raphinha, because it allows Dembele to hit it first time. It's a perfect ball.
Coming into the last 15 minutes, Gundogan flips it in, and headed in from on the line by Christensen, who's been on a matter of seconds. And Barcelona have the lead in this roller coaster of an evening here in Paris. He never scores.
Might have been his first touch as well, Martin, I'm not sure, but wow.
As quickly as the circumstances demanded. And here is Dembele. And Mbappe threw himself at it, but surely Dembele was going for goal.
Yeah, I think he was trying to curl that one far post. Inside the far post, sorry. Chops back onto the right foot here. Yeah, that's...
They can't do is leave the back door open, and that's about intent.
I think he's just brandished a yellow card to somebody for complaining there.
Dembele. No. Gonzalo Ramos.
Again,
just can't finish yet. Dembele. Oh, deflected. Mbappe sizing up. Far away from the goal he's defending as possible. And there it is. Well, Barcelona led at half-time, and they've led at the end, but there's been a lot of drama in between. Going against Luis Enrique, who saw his team come back to lead 2-1 on a quiet night for Kylian Mbappe by his high standards. But Barcelona found something.